All right, hello and welcome everyone. So this is going to be another weird why would you use, because you guys seem to pretty well enjoy the weird ones. So this is going to be for focus farming, specifically the lazy focus farm, let's call it. This is the non-stealth one where you just use Banshee to clear the pretty much highest intensity affinity mission in the game. This is also really useful for you and a bunch of friends getting a bunch of shit leveled super fast. So, also a bonus. What you need, well, the only thing you need is this. This Banshee build is pretty advanced. You don't need Prime Flow. You don't need Prime Continuity. Regular Continuity will do you just fine. The rest of this is like fairly required, I would say, though not extreme. You could go Blind Rage if you want, if you've got an EV Trinity with you, which we'll go over in a second. But with this much range, this much strength, and Resonating Quake, you're going to be just fine to clear the mission that we're going to be doing, which is going to be Hydron on Sedna. That mission is a very popular farming spot, and you can also max out your focus very quickly there. So, with that, it is worth noting that I do have an affinity booster, because I get the prime accessories, and that means I pretty much perpetually have an affinity booster. So, these numbers are going to be higher than what you're going to see without one, and also, I have a greater lens in my Banshee, so that number is also slightly being boosted by having a greater lens instead of a regular lens, though I think you'll find that even with just a regular lens and no affinity booster, you will still get plenty of focus doing this. So, what else is nice to have? The only thing you need is this on Banshee and a good way to sustain your energy. That can be done a couple of different ways. For me personally, I have an Energize set on my Udiat Sindana, and that keeps me very well sustained, but I also have the Raktaseranos giving me energy as well with its Syndicate proc. So, having various ways to get energy are very good. You can also just use energy pads for this, or alternatively, using an EV Trinity. So, EV Trinity, we went over this in the Raids video. The budget build in that Raids video for the Why Would You Use is absolutely fine for this. In fact, honestly, the budget build is, like, probably don't even bother, like, actually going in and farming for this if you're only going to use this for the farm to assist a Banshee. This is perfectly fine, but a thing that's worth noting is if you are assisting a Banshee, the Banshee is going to be getting pretty much all the focus on the main lens that is on the Banshee. If you are in addition to the Banshee, it is wise to have lenses on all of your weapons, because all of your stuff is going to be getting XP. Along with that, not only can you do that if you're one of the assisting, you can also have a weapon that you need to level in any slot, and you're pretty much going to take it from 0 to 30 in 2 rounds or 1 round with a affinity booster, of course. So, make sure you have lenses on all your stuff if you want to get like a bunch of focus that way, if there's the Banshee that's leading the party. Along with that, there are 2 builds that can really help out and speed this up, which we're going to be seeing, which are Speed Nova, which you probably were able to guess fairly readily. This is going to give you double damage on everything on the map, and also speed them up so that they run at you if they need to. With Banshee, they're not going to need to run at you, as Banshee hits the entirety of the map with her 4, so no worries there. This is mostly just for the double damage, so that's all you're going to need from this. It's very self-explanatory. You're going to hit 4 a lot as Nova, and it is going to make it so Banshee clears the waves twice as fast. And finally, we have a Buff Rhino. All this build does is it hits 3, and it makes it so Banshee's damage is way higher. Who'd have thought? The Vitality is just thrown in here because it fits. Feel free to throw in a Steel Fiber, as that is slightly better than Vitality for this, but Steel Fiber also costs more, and I don't have a random 8-10 cost Steel Fiber laying around. But otherwise, this is just a fuckload of strength, and you make sure you grab an energy orb for energy conversion, then you hit 3 next to your Banshee every time your 3 runs out, which will take quite a while because you have Narrow-Minded, and you just keep buffing your Banshee, and they do even more damage, so the waves clear faster. So for this, the EV is just to make sure that your Banshee always has energy, your Banshee's killing everything, and Rhino and Nova are just assisting with the mass murder. Even though they don't need to, it's just for speed. So yeah, it's going to be super simple. So let's just get into showing a run of this to show kind of how it goes, I guess, and some of the results. Though I am going to chop this up so you don't have to sit through the entirety of the run. Though, at the end, I will throw the second run that I did to get the last little bit of my focus in, if you want to see the full run and exactly how much time it takes me to do the whole thing. So, if you're interested in that, you can stay for that, but otherwise, here comes the basics of the run.
Smash that. Will be rewarded for your bravery.
Smash that.
one for you. Ooh, I'm never, never, never getting over you. Ooh, you know I fall to pieces for the things you do. Out here on my own, you left me broken and alone. Stomach turning.